everybody, and welcome to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how I make chicken parmesan. So you'll need spaghetti sauce, seasoning salt, cinnamon, garlic, Italian seasoning, olive oil, pepper, grated Parmesan cheese, Italian breadcrumbs, chicken breast, mozzarella cheese, eggs, linguine noodles, and a spatula or a pair of tongs. I know this seems like a lot of ingredients, guys, but you'll see how it all comes together in a minute. So right here I'm just taking my boneless, skinless, individually packed chicken breast, and I like these better because they're easier to manage. You could always use the bigger chicken breast and then slice them down the middle, and then that'll actually give you double the amount. So right here I'll just speed it up a little bit for you so you don't have to watch me open up every individual package. But yeah, after I open them up, I'll wash them off really good and then start to season them up. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash it off. So yeah, now I washed it off, washed the chicken breast off, and now I'm going to begin to season them up. And I don't really measure my seasoning amount. I just basically make sure I get every individual piece of meat and coat it evenly, and rub it all through and get it good and evenly all throughout the chicken. So there I'm taking my garlic powder, and you don't want to over season it, but season it enough where you can taste the seasoning. So yeah, now I'm just adding my pepper, I believe that is, yeah. So I'm just making sure every piece is good and seasoned. Okay, so here I'm just adding my Italian seasoning, and you don't really need a lot of the Italian seasoning because of the Italian breadcrumbs, but I just like to add it. So here I'm adding my olive oil to the pan. I didn't use the whole bottle, I just maybe used about a little more than half. You just basically want the individual chicken breast to be slightly covered. So you want to take about 2 to 3 large eggs, and this is going to be for your egg wash, and eventually dip the chicken breast into the breadcrumbs. So right here I'm taking it and I'm whisking it really well. You want it to be a uniform color, so whisk it until everything is the same color, no streaks, everything is just an even color. So I'm done doing that. So I'm going to take my breadcrumbs and spread them out on this little fancy pantsy dish that I have. I'm not really sure, like I said, I don't really measure, but this is probably about a good maybe 1.5 cups, 2 cups of breadcrumbs. Okay, so right here I'm just going to add my Parmesan cheese to my breadcrumbs. Sprinkle that on really good and mix it in really well, just with your fingers, just like so. And then once that is all mixed in, you can go ahead and take your chicken breast and add it to your egg, just like so. Get it evenly coated in there, and then go ahead and coat it with the breadcrumbs. Make sure you get a nice even coating on there, and then shake off the excess breadcrumb, and then repeat the steps with the remainder of your chicken. Go ahead and throw some on top right there and let every piece get coated evenly. And then for the last one, repeat the same step, drip off the excess egg, and you can always add more breadcrumbs to your tray or plate or whatever you're using when you run out. Okay, that. So right here I already have my water started because that usually takes a while to start boiling. So that's ready for the pasta. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken to the olive oil. As you can see, it's a good temperature. It's not too hot and smoking. Go ahead and put that last one in there. Okay, so you want to go ahead and do this for about 5 minutes on each side. You don't want to overcook it to make it tough. So right here I'm about to add my linguine noodles to the water. And whatever brand you use, just go according to whatever time it says. This particular brand, I believe it said 9 minutes. Get that on in there. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer because sometimes I forget. So this timer is a lifesaver. So go ahead and time that, 9 minutes. So now we're going to check on the chicken breast to see if they're nice and golden brown. So that's actually a good color. So we're going to go ahead and turn them over for about 4 minutes. You don't want to overcook it. I wish you can smell this chicken, guys. It smells so good. Look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and add my sauce to my saucepan. I'm going to go ahead and use the whole bottle because it's actually a lot of us. And this will actually take us a long way. And me, I like my sauce to be seasoned a little bit. So I just go ahead and add some of the same seasonings I added to the chicken, but just not too much. So some Larry seasoning salt, some garlic powder, and I believe some pepper. Yeah. And then go ahead and mix that in really good. Oh, and my secret ingredient, I forgot, my cinnamon. I know what you're saying, cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon. It's really good. Don't knock it till you try it. And then also a spoonful of brown sugar. You could actually use white if you would like, but I like brown sugar. And then go ahead and mix that in really good and then put it on a nice simmer, not too high, boiling over. Get that nice and hot so it can actually melt the cheese once you put it on, or you can stick it in the oven for a few minutes until it melts, but you don't want to overcook it because it'll be tough. So yeah, so I'm just adding some olive oil to my linguine noodles just so they won't get stuck together. Mix that in really good. You can use as much or as little as you would like. I just like enough just to make sure it doesn't stick. So now for the fun part, we're going to plate it. Set that on there really nice. And then set your chicken breast on top next. And then you're going to take your sauce, make sure it's nice and hot, and pour that on top nice and good. Man, I wish you guys could taste this. Let me know in the comments if you try this recipe, and guys, you will not be disappointed. It's really good. I'm not just saying that. It's really, really good. I can't wait until you try it. So you want to just put enough on top. You don't want to actually smother it, but if that's the way you like it, you could do it. But right here, you go ahead and add your mozzarella cheese. And you can add as much or as little as you like to that. Me, I'm a cheese lover. I love mozzarella cheese. But for the sake of this video, I just added, a couple of sprinkles so it won't look too packed on. And then to garnish it, I added some parsley flakes. And then a little around the plate just to make it look pretty. Get a nice little close-up on that. Yeah, Yes, guys, you're gonna love this. So good. Okay. So now, time to eat. Nice and tender. It's not tough. And as you can see, the cheese actually melted. There was no need to really put it in the oven. As long as your, sauce is nice and hot. Look at that, guys. So yummy. Look at that. Nice and juicy on the inside. And there you have it, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember that with God, all things are possible. Thanks for watching. Bye.